A statue in honor of 1960s Cabinet Minister Mboya was officially unveiled today by President Mwai Kibaki. The monument inscribed Mashujaa Mboya stands conspicuously in Nairobi, overlooking the National Archives, sandwiched between the Mboya and Moi avenues. It was erected to honor the former labor movement activist and politician who was one of Kenya's political bigwigs in the 1950s and 60s. Mboya, who was assassinated in 1969, made an immense contribution in the struggle for education and is remembered for the famous airlift of Kenyan students to study in the United States. Both President Mwai Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga praised the icon, terming him as a prolific personality in the Kenyan history.
That bullet that was fired opened a new chapter in our history. This airlift is still shaping world events as the U.S. President Barack Obama's father was a beneficiary of Mboya's great vision.
In Nandi County, leaders from the Rift Valley laid wreaths on the grave of Nandi Lai-born and freedom fighter Koitalel Arap Samoei. Samoei is remembered for leading the Nandi resistance to British rule for 11 years. The leaders visited the Koitalel Museum in Nandi Hills town, where they took part in a peaceful ritual. They praised the former freedom fighter for his leadership, with Eldoret Member of Parliament William Ruto saying the fight against imperialism is still on.
The challenge that we face today is to ensure that the same way they fought against colonialism, slavery, imperialism, we must fight the hunger and poverty and unemployment in our nation.
But as Kenyans get ready to celebrate the second Mashujaa Day under the new constitution, the celebrations could be incomplete without the story of two Mau Mau veterans. A fast glance at them and they would pass for ordinary elderly men in the village, popularly referred to as Wazee wa Mtaa. Not until they remove their headgear and narrate their story, only then will one come to appreciate them.
Wanyama wa msituni tulikuwa tukisikizana nao. Hata hii miti tulikuwa tukisikia vile inasema.
Having lived in the forest for over a decade, their hair grew and formed dreadlocks, almost 6 feet long. They say after the Mau Mau War, founding President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta promised them land, decent houses and education for their children. They claim that that became just that, a promise. The story of the two men captures that of several others across the country who claim that they have been forgotten in spite of their contributions to the struggle for independence. Masi Kandie, KTN Prime.